I'm Dennis Droxeth, Vice President at Enterprise Management Associates. And today I'd like to talk to you about the challenges, requirements, and opportunities associated with migrating to the cloud. Very current EMA research targeting DevOps indicates that on average, more than 45% of application production workloads are running in the cloud. And increasingly, the majority of these are moving to the public cloud. So migration is already underway in many IT organizations. Let's start by asking about the challenges in migrating to the cloud, something EMA has been actively researching for more than 10 years. Challenges, like everything else in IT, depend partly on what's really going on with technological change and business pressures, and partly on who you ask. Here we looked at challenges impacting IT service management and operations teams, and we included IT executives as well. Their number one concern was that cloud has made asset management more difficult. Cloud often puts political pressure on IT to justify its costs. Cloud is requiring higher levels of automation given its dynamic nature. Just one example of this is how cloud is shortening review cycles for managing change, especially with increasing DevOps pressures. Moreover, cross-domain cloud requirements are accelerating the need for security and operations to work together. In a cross-domain hybrid world, IT organizational models often need to evolve as well. But probably the most notorious challenge is quite specific to cloud sprawl, the uncontrolled proliferation of an organization's cloud instances, services, and providers. Now, let's look at the critical role of inventory and discovery in cloud migration. As you can see from this still partial list, effective inventory and discovery really is key to just about everything. You can begin by preparing for well-governed assimilation of cloud resources by better understanding what you've already got. Then add in the need to support audits and asset management more effectively in a hybrid cloud world. Change management, capacity planning, and security and compliance concerns all weave together, or else they unravel if you don't know what's out there. Performance management also depends on real-world contextual awareness. And long-term IT financial planning and optimization is all but meaningless without a solid inventory that's current and dynamic and that tells you what's redundant. This slide is about struggle. IT organizations wrestle with, on average, 11 discovery or inventory tools, spending 15 hours a week trying to reconcile it all. Having good, timely data is at the center of making this better. But there can be too much data to count with insufficient resources to reconcile it properly. While having too little data can be even worse. And if your data is unactionable, for instance, inaccurate or not timely, well then, you can't effectively act on anything. Effective dependency mapping is also critical for your cloud migration. This data was taken from just one interview that documents the need for dependency mapping in cloud. Dependency mapping insights can allow you to understand the data center better so that you really know what you've got in terms of service to infrastructure interdependencies. This way, you can stay current and aware as you provision new environments in cloud. You can leverage that knowledge to understand service impact when you make changes or when performance issues arise. And then you can let the light shine across interdependencies in all your environments with continual insight for ongoing management needs. You can use all this to inform on compliance and risk and minimize your costs by knowing what's not in use and understand how to migrate applications without disrupting performance because you know where your applications reside. And keep your software licenses up to date in service context. Now I'd like to wrap up with the end game. Even if you've got things pretty much in order, should everything move to cloud? Well, not necessarily. The phrase journey to the cloud can be misleading as it implies one simple conclusion. Once you've got there, you're good. But as many of you already know, that isn't always the case, especially given some of the challenges I've just discussed. The truth is that many IT organizations have been disrupted in both managing costs and optimizing performance in their cloud journeys. So remember, the cloud isn't an endgame, it's an enabler with potential advantages in versatility, flexibility, and cost optimization. But it can't enable you if you can't see it. Only by seeing what's there can you do what's right for you.